as they are coming into the arena, and he appears warmed up. Boy, he's like making a lot of motions. He appears to be ready to start fast. We shall soon see.
At the 1991 World Championships, Rudolph defeated De La Hoya 17-13. The 1991 World Champion, a tough first-round win over Vasile Nister, and then Marco Rudolph able to just move along. Julian Lorsi gave him a bit of a struggle, but Rudolph a 13-10 winner there, and then beat Bayer Sakin to advance to the gold medal fight. And Oscar De La Hoya of the United States, very impressive in his first fight of the Olympic Games against Adelson Silva, and a tough one over Dmitry Tonchov as well, and then advancing with a win over Sung Hong in what was a wrestling match in a very close final score. And there is Oscar De La Hoya, 19 years of age, from Los Angeles, with his entire family looking on. His father Yoel is here, and the big rooting section. His father right in the middle of your screen, waving the good luck hanky for Oscar De La Hoya. And we begin round number one. Referee Subanapong to watch over this lightweight gold medal fight.
Oh, he started out with a stiff jab, did Oscar De La Hoya. He's put in 4 or 5 pumping jabs, and standing right in already with the referee.
Hitting with the palm of the glove.
Boy, it's not even 20 seconds gone. He's already got a caution. He's getting that jab in there. If he continues, the right hand should start to follow. He certainly looks more active and more up than does Rudolph.
And a left hand by De La Hoya. Well, it should be interesting to see if Rudolph will result to some of his holding tactics that he used in his last fight.
Now, right now he's dangling at the end of De La Hoya's jab, which is good. He's gone to the body now. Has De La Hoya. He's looking for that right hand after the jab. He's just waiting for it to come in. So up to this point, he's starting to fight like a Cuban. He's got his fight organized. Just got hit real good by Rudolph and came back real good.
Yeah, it was a right hand by Rudolph, and De La Hoya snaps off a left of his own. A minute 38 to go in this first round.
Now this is Rudolph's kind of fight. Look, he backed off. He must want to fight from the outside. Why when he's getting out jabbed, I don't know, but he certainly is.
Live action, the lightweight gold medal fight. Oscar De La Hoya against Marco Rudolph of Germany.
Uh-oh, now what?
And a shoulder by referee Subanapong of Thailand. A caution there.
Yeah, 2 cautions, but for a different thing. There must be 3 cautions in the same for the same foul before they add 3 points to the other man. So
good body shot by Rudolph, but De La Hoya answers with a right.
Exchanging well. Rudolph not timid about throwing his punches out. Right now he's getting outspeeded by De La Hoya. De La Hoya putting in good stuff to the body and to the head. Good jabs. Now hooking, changing to hooks. There's that body attack and uppercut. They don't score points, but they hurt you. See him dancing up and down. He wants to get away from that clinching of Rudolph that we've seen him do so effectively. De La Hoya so far managing to fight a very nice, clean fight on his grounds. He is the one that's jabbing. He's the one that's doing the leading.
And Rudolph presents a good style for De La Hoya. Right in front of him, not a lot of movement. Right hand and left hand by Rudolph, and De La Hoya tries to come back in the waning seconds of round 1.
And De La Hoya taller and has a bigger span, so that reach advantage, so he should work that jab, and Rudolph should try to come in more. Rudolph not fighting very cleverly right now, but eating a jab. Be interesting to see what the scoring is here. De La Hoya should be ahead in the scoring.
And that is the end of round number 1. We peer toward the scoreboard, and 1-1 the score. And let's listen in with Joe Bird.
Uh-oh.
Okay, you gotta pick it up some more, Oscar. Okay? Get yourself up before he does. You gotta do it before he does. And work on your combinations, okay? Every time he starts pulling, that means he's coming with a right hand. Gotta pick it up, Oscar.
Well, you heard Joe Bird and Osmar Alanis, the U.S. Air Force coach, telling Oscar to pick it up, Ferdy, as we start round 2.
Well, you know, in all fair, I mean, did you think they just landed one blow each? Come on. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. I think the computer is, it just doesn't work. There's more than one blow landed by both fighters, both Rudolph and Oscar.
The chant of Oscar and the chant of Marco for Marco Rudolph of Germany as we start round number 2. De La Hoya and Rudolph tied at 1.
De La Hoya has to feel a little let down after all those great jabs and all that good action, only to come out tied. Hey, at least he wasn't behind. Oh, look at that. Look at the way he's jabbed. De La Hoya has got to keep his spirit up and do what they just told him. Pick it up. Pick it up.
And it's not like Rudolph didn't land more than one punch either in that first round.
That's what I said. Is it possible Rudolph didn't land more? No, of course not. It's just that maybe this is going to be another one of those constricted, tight fights. I hope not, where 1 point can make the difference.
Well, this is the second meeting between the United States and Germany. Germany in front 1-0 with Torsten Mai's controversial win over Montel Griffin.
I didn't understand that last caution. I didn't even know who it was to.
To both fighters, referee Subbanapong wants the fighters to fight more.
Nice punch.
And there's the hook to the body by De La Hoya.
De La Hoya drove the head back of Rudolph, and boy, that is not the definition of a scoring punch. I don't know what it is, but you remember, the judges have to see it. It's not good enough that you see it on television. They have to see it. They got to punch a button within 1 second, and that's where the error is in this system. Some judges are sitting in places where they don't see the punch.
Just past the midway point of the second round.
Rudolph standing right in front of him, presenting a target that's so inviting. I mean, if you drew up a blueprint for how you want somebody to fight De La Hoya, and De La Hoya, you would want a guy to stand in front of you and eat jabs. He's been doing this.
Not a lot of movement from either fighter. De La Hoya trying to unleash that left hook, and referee Subbanapong really making his presence felt.
Yeah, interfering too much. I think that wasn't even enough of a punch to talk about, and he called it a low blow. You see how high up the Germans, Rudolph's trunks are? And
a holding caution now to Rudolph. Well, we mentioned the judging, and there's De La Hoya moving back. Rudolph, he scored with 2.
That's a fencing move, and it was perfectly executed by De La Hoya. Now his head got snapped back by a right hand by Rudolph. So, you know, hard to judge these fights. I would say if you're just watching a fight, De La Hoya's ahead here if you're just watching a fight. He took that first round superior ring generalship and jabbing, none of which makes any difference in the Olympics, by the way. It's just the point that counts. Just the white of the glove on the anterior surface of the body.
And it's got to be more of a powerful punch because jabs usually do not get recorded. 10 seconds to go in the second round.
Nor do body shots. I think De La Hoya did much better this round than last. We will soon see if it's recorded.
And a left hand by De La Hoya at the gun. And to the scoreboard we go, 3-2 in favor of Oscar De La Hoya. His father, Yoel, throw that hook, Oscar. Well, the information we have received as part of NBC being able to tap into the official computer scoring, none of those jabs being thrown by De La Hoya are scoring with the judges.
Well, I'd like to know why. Anyway, not for us to reason, because the judges are equally bad for Rudolph. There's no cop out here. Both guys are subjected to the same incompetence.
We start the third and final round. Oscar De La Hoya ripping off some left hands against Marco Rudolph, the gold medal on the line in the lightweight category.
And he's got the right advantage. If he's got tight scoring, he's ahead 3-2. And all he has to do is lead and keep up. This is choke-up time for either fighter. Who's going to take it? Who wants the gold more? This is Olympic fighting in its best. Another caution.
If only Jack Pousher of Ireland was refereeing this fight.
Yeah.
And right now, Rudolph holding on. This is what he used against Niester in round number 1 and got a victory out of it.
And De La Hoya cleverly bouncing up and down. That's what breaks that hold better than anything.
De La Hoya the quicker of the two.
In the exchanges, De La Hoya is landing many more punches than Rudolph, no matter who initiates it. De La Hoya coming off with more punches, but are they scoring? We don't know.
Just over a minute gone by. A left hand snapped back the head of Rudolph.
Yeah, those see that?
Look at those body
nothing.
punches.
That scores nothing, but it has to be effective. Has to be effective because it takes it out of Rudolph.
De La Hoya keeping busy here.
Throwing in bunches, and that's what's going to get him points. Even though that doesn't get him points, but it does discombobulate Rudolph, and he doesn't come in punching while that's happening. That's the advantage.
Well, they asked Oscar De La Hoya to pick it up for this third round, and he has a minute 20 to go.
And it could well be right here. Here it is, that minute 20 that's so crucial. Remember, perfect
down
shot.
Goes Rudolph. A straight shot sends Rudolph down with a minute 7 to go in the third.
Remember, that's only 1 point. It doesn't clinch it for Rudolph, but if he wins now, is there going to be a roar here? He's been down, and while it's not dominating, he's certainly in charge. Oscar De La Hoya is in charge. He may not be on top of him, whipping him like a kid, but he is in charge, and he's dropped him.
45 seconds to go in the fight. An excellent third round by De La Hoya. Snaps back the head of Rudolph again.
He snaps that back again like that with a big punch, and he could get a standing 8. De La Hoya looks like his dream will come true. All he's got to do is fight 30 seconds like he's never fought before. He can't take it easy now. He's got to nail this down, and he's doing it.
Final seconds. De La Hoya dropped Rudolph here in round 3.
And what a dramatic finish this is going to be for the story of the Olympic boxing.
19-year-old Oscar De La Hoya. Has he defeated the world champion and captured the gold? There's the bell. Yoel and Oscar.
And the tension has got to be big in the corner as well as in his family. All of us think in our hearts, he's won this. The father's there.
His sister as well. His sister Cece on the other side of his father, part of the De La Hoya contingent.
Here's the moment he's been waiting for.
Campió olímpic per punts, 7-2 en el dragon blau, Oscar De La Hoya, dels Estats Units d'Amèrica. Campió olímpic par 7-2 dans le coin bleu.
Oscar salutes his mother, who passed away a year and a half ago. He has brought the gold home.
He's got the Mexican flag into the market. He's got the American and the Mexican flag up there. He's of Hispanic roots from L.A.
And from East Los Angeles, McDonald Avenue to Barcelona, the De La Hoya celebration is underway.
En breus moments iniciarà la cerimònia de proclamació dels vencedors de la categoria lleuger.
And let's take a look at De La Hoya dropping Rudolph with a left hand in the third round, Ferdy.
And I think that's a turning point, boy. After that, it was an exclamation point. That's it right there. That's pure gold. And, you know, it wasn't even that great a punch. He's been hammered. It's just that he was coming in, flying in when he got hit. See, that was a good hook. Good hammering hook, no question about it. But it caught him coming in, and that combination of force coming in against force going out results in impact, and usually results in somebody going on the duff of their pants, and he did. did Rudolph. But you know, I thought Rudolph fought a very good fight, very tough, strong fight. He didn't maul and grab. He tried to fight on even terms with De La Hoya. A lot to be said for Rudolph's performance. But
performances for the United States team. In 1948, they won just 1 silver, and 56, 2 golds and a silver. And here this year, they have 1 gold and 1 bronze with a chance for another gold. Any reasons why?
Yeah, I think the reasons are principally the Cubans. The Cubans and a couple of glitches, one by a computer and one by a boxing referee. And then one of those strange occurrences that happens when a guy just disconnects under pressure. I think the Cubans are the main story of this Olympics. They came and they conquered, and the United States team was incapable of putting up any kind of fight against them. We got 1 more left, and that's Bird against Hernandez. Ariel Hernandez, a very good Cuban. And Bird.
About the medal ceremony, the gold to go to Oscar De La Hoya for the lightweight division.
Les medalles seran lliurades pel senyor Francisco Elizalde, membre del Comitè Olímpic Internacional, acompanyat del senyor Tunstall, vicepresident de l'Associació Internacional de Box Amateur, i el senyor Henry, membre del Comitè Executiu de l'Associació Internacional de Box Amateur.
Les médailles seront remises par M. Elizalde Francisco, membre du Comité international olympique, accompagné de M. Tunstall, vice-président de l'AIBA, et de M. Henry, membre du comité exécutif de l'AIBA.
The medals will be presented by Mr. Francisco Elizalde, member of the International Olympic Committee, accompanied by Mr. Tunstall, vice president of the International Amateur Boxing Association, and Mr. Henry, member of the executive board of the International Amateur Boxing Association.
Las medallas serán entregadas por el señor Francisco Elizalde, miembro del Comité Olímpico Internacional, acompañado del señor Tunstall, vicepresidente de la Asociación Internacional de Boxeo Amateur, y el señor Henry, miembro del Comité Ejecutivo de la Asociación Internacional de Boxeo Amateur. Campió olímpic i medalla d'or representant els Estats Units d'Amèrica,
champion olympique et médaille d'or représentant les États-Unis d'Amérique,
Olympic champion and gold medalist representing the United States of America,
campeón olímpico y medalla de oro representando los Estados Unidos de América, Oscar De La Hoya. Segon i medalla de plata representant Alemanya.
Deuxième et médaille d'argent représentant l'Allemagne.
Second and silver medalist representing Germany.
Segundo y medalla de plata representando a Alemania, Marco Rudolph. Tercers i medalla de bronze representant Mongòlia i Corea.
Troisième et médaille de bronze représentant la Mongolie et la Corée.
Third and bronze medalist representing Mongolia and Korea.
Tercero y medalla de bronce representando a Mongolia y Corea, Namgil Bayarsikan y Sung Sik Hong. Ara escoltarem l'himne nacional dels Estats Units.
Nous allons maintenant écouter l'hymne national des États-Unis d'Amérique.
We shall now listen to the national anthem of the United States of America.
A continuación escucharemos el himno nacional de los Estados Unidos de América.